I am going to be going through all of my YouTube stats for 2024 as a small-time content creator. Now I'm sure, as you can see from my subscriber count that's underneath, I don't have that many subscribers currently. So we're not talking big bucks here, we are literally talking a micro creator, if that's what you can even call me. But I'm going to be going through all of the stats, including all of the money I have made, including all of the different ways that I have made money through YouTube, to see if you think it is worth it for you. As always with my video, it's not about me, it's about you. You decide whether it's worth it. But we are going through my stats, so I suppose it is a little bit about me. I do this every year, so if you want to see how I have grown year on year, I will leave the link to last year's video above, so you can kind of see like the growth as well. But we are gonna use my overkill spreadsheet to go through these stats as well, so there is going to be talk of how much I've grown since last year as well. I will be using YouTube's own analytic thing, but I export everything and create a spreadsheet that I use daily to help me get the stats that I want to see and what I find useful in a more aesthetically pleasing way to me. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so of time of recording, it is the 8th of January. I'm currently on 4,667 subscribers, but we are discounting January. This is literally just 2024, and I think it was 62 when New Year hit. For some contextual things, I upload 2 times a week. I do shorts, I do lives, but if we're talking just long form content, it is 2 times a week, and my videos average at about 20 minutes a video. That is important because obviously the longer video you have, the more ads you can put onto there, which means more money. So it is important how long your videos are, and also how many ads you put in there, because you can choose that. I put 3 ads in every video, mid-roll and then pre-roll, and after the video ads are turned on, but as a rule of thumb I normally do 3 mid-roll ads. I do have every type of ad turned on, so that's skippable, bumper. I let YouTube do its thing. I have everything turned on and then it can make the decision. Okay, starting off, we are starting on my channel. That is a beautiful screen grab of my face that we are starting on, but you can see at the top I'm on 4.66k, 730 videos. That does include shorts and live, so that's 730 videos completely overall. Now if we make our way to channel analytics, so I have already preloaded it, so it's going to pop up on screen straight away. You're going to see it straight away, how much I made and all the other stats. But don't click away. At the end of the video I'm going to talk through some of my tips for increasing your revenue and what my plans are like going forward. Okay, my stats for the entirety of 2024 are £745.67. So I'll leave this page on for a second so we can see everything. So we have the total views, the total watch time, and then the total amount of subscribers I gained, and then obviously the revenue. I'm gonna go over to my spreadsheet because on my spreadsheet I have done like a monthly breakdown, so we can see what I made month by month and how we have compared to 2023. So here we go. This is for 2024, and we can see the monthly revenue on here as well. Now, if you were here for last year, you will know last year was not a good year. Just in case you're watching this and you don't have like the best knowledge of how YouTube revenue works and things like that, you have to hit £60 a month to kind of like check out. You have to have made £60 in 1 month to get your money the next month. So if I make £60 in January, I will get that money at some point at the end of February. If I don't make £60 in January, if I make £50, it will then carry on over to the next month, and then when I've hit that £60 threshold, I will get it at the end of March. So I'm still getting the money, but it just means I've got to hit £60 to see that money the next month. And last year I didn't do that at all. Year before I did, but last year I didn't. Last year I made an average of £43.90. This year we can see has been a lot better. I've made an average of £62.27. So the amount that I made has gone up by about £220, which is excellent. I'm very, very pleased with that. I was able to check out 7 months of the year, so that means for half of the year I was able to check out, which is very, very exciting. Now, I think this is down to a few different things that I did, but I'll come on to that in a second. Whilst we're on this, let's talk about subscribers and views. This year has been my best year ever, which is very, very exciting to say. I have gained a total of 1,372 new subscribers, of you lovely people, and I was gaining an average of 114 a month, and that total is up about 350 from last year. And then in terms of views, I got a total of 310,745 views, and that's up about double from last year. Last year I had 159,000, and the average being 25,895, which is about 17,000 more than last year, which is excellent. In terms of best months for subscribers, it was April. I'll tell you because I had a few videos that did quite well, so I'll come on to that in a second. Revenue, it was October. We went back to October being my best month. Last year was a bit of an oddball. My best month was July, but in 2022 and 2021, October was my best month for revenue. And then views, it was also April because of those videos that were doing a little bit well. I am gonna next give you a bit of a breakdown on revenue and which videos did best on revenue. So we're gonna head back over to YouTube Analytics. So again, just if you are here as a subscriber, not somebody who knows much about YouTube Analytics, there isn't this is how much you get for one ad. There are multiple things that come into play in terms of, let's go off video. So how many ads are on that video? What type of ads have appeared on that video, which is down to Google. Obviously, watch time of that video, because the longer the person watches, the more ads they're going to see, if they get clicked on. And the last one, I think, I'm not sure if I've missed anything, but the big one is ads are basically biddable. So there isn't a flat rate for how much an ad costs a company to make on Google. Google basically go, right, here are our slots for different ads and different videos that you want to see your ad on. So like groups and genres and things like that. And then companies will then bid on that ad, and the price goes up and down dependent on the year. So on the lead up to Black Friday, hence the October doing quite well, it goes up. But January, it's not very good. It's horrific because nobody's paying for ads in January. It also means that different types of content gets different types of pay. And we will see this in my content because there's content that pays a lot better. But there are many different things as to how well and how much money you get off your ads on YouTube. And then there is also different types of earning ads, which I have integrated more this year, as mentioned. So this year I have added on memberships, which is where people pay for extra perks every month from me. There are super thanks and super chats, which are basically like stickers if you know them from the other platform, and basically just like tips, like you can just give your favorite creators money. And spoiler alert, they have helped me a lot this year, so let's look into it. Okay, this is the overall page. So we can see that I made £745.67, but if we scroll down, we can see how that has changed. So overall, we're looking here, I made £688.10 from just ads. So that, if you're comparing me from last year, that is what we're looking at. Because last year I didn't really do anything else. And if I did, it was negligible. So then if we look at what it was last year, I made £526.77. So I made about £140 more than last year. And then I made £32.67, which is a bit of an odd number, but I'll explain that in a second. Then we have the shorts feed, which was £14.06, and then supers and gifts. So let's go up to the top. Watch page ads. You can see underneath this that my CPM was £10.03. I know a lot of my other YouTubers who watch my videos like to see that. So my CPM was £10.03, which basically just means how much I cost for every 1k of views. So that's going back to how much the adverts cost for the people who are putting the adverts out. Then the majority of my videos for types of ads are skippable videos, bumper videos, and then non-skippable ads. And then we made about £30 off YouTube Premium. That just comes from them. That isn't like people choosing to give me money, that's just YouTube Premium people watching my videos. Then if we look at shorts, the £14.06, we can see just the breakdown again with YouTube Premium included, but you can also see how well each video did out of my top shorts. So we can see it's not a huge amount you're earning for shorts. I haven't had any particularly viral shorts this year. That one that's at the top, it was talking about how long it will be until I could listen to Taylor Swift after I saw her live. And I think that got to about 11k views, and that only made me £1.23. Then if we go over to membership, so I have nine members of my channel. I think at the end, the majority of this year, I started them off in October, and then I think I finished with, oh actually, end of the year, no, it will be 9 I think. But I got 3 of them in like the last week, so that wasn't like a repetitive thing. I do have 2 levels of membership. I have level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is £1.99 a month and level 2 is £4.99 a month. They have different perks. So I will show you what you get in my different levels. So you can see you get loyalty badges, emojis, photo and status updates, member shout outs and priority reply comments at level 1, and then at level 2 you get the same, but then early access to new videos and member only live streams. So for example, I normally do my uploads on Thursday at 5 p.m. Level 2 members get that at 10:30 a.m. and then on a Sunday they normally go up at 1 p.m. Level 2 members again get that at 10:30, and then obviously we get the live streams as well. So you can see I have 6 members at level 1 and 3 members at level 2. The majority of my memberships have came from people joining up. I've only had one gifted membership, which was from somebody on a live, and then you can see where they signed up as well. Memberships was something that I was very skeptical about putting on because it felt very cheeky being like, I'm gonna ask you guys for money. But this year has been a bit of an influential year for YouTube because I was basically giving myself to the end of the year to make this channel work, and when it hit October and it didn't look like it was gonna happen for me, I was basically like, I'll put it on. If people want to support me, excellent, but there's going to be zero pressure from me to sign up. It's not going to be one of those things that at the end of every video I'm going to be like, please sign up to my memberships. It's not. It's just there for people who really want to support me and want me to keep going with YouTube, because unfortunately money does come into the discussion of whether to carry on doing YouTube, so it's just there for those people. It's also fun. The emojis that we've made have been really fun and people have loved them and people have responded really well, and I am grateful for every single person who signed up to those memberships, and they definitely have made an impact. So obviously, like I said, you have to make £60 a month to check out. Because of these memberships, I have been able to check out every month since that started. For example, I think for the whole, basically for November and December, if I hadn't had those memberships on, I would have fell under the bracket and I wouldn't have got money that month. So it's definitely made an impact as to my monthly earnings. The only thing I'll say about memberships is, so I mentioned that it's a bit of a funny number, the £32.67. Google takes quite a big cut from memberships. So my memberships, like I said, are £1.99. I don't get £1.99. Same with level 2, so I don't make £4.99. So if that's something that you are interested in doing, I would maybe suggest looking at different sites. If that's going to be your focus. That isn't a focus of mine. Like, I'm not making that the channel where it's like if you pay you get more content. This was more of just a way of people who want to support me could, and we'll do fun little things to celebrate that. But if you are looking to make a paid membership, I would maybe look at using other sites. And that is actually the same on supers and gifts, so let's head on to that category. You can see I made £9.67 from super chats and then £1.18 from super thanks. So you can't see on here what the original amount was, but I know the original amount was quite a bit more than that, because I had a £10 one at one point, I had a £5 one at one point, and they're just 2 of them. So if I had made the full amount, that would have been 15 quid, and I haven't even made that, if that makes sense. So there is a big cut. There's also, if you do it on an Apple device, Apple also take a cut. I haven't looked into this fully. That was just something I was reading about yesterday. So like, there's 2 cuts taken from people who think they are supporting you, which is beautiful, and it definitely has helped me. I'm so grateful to everybody who's done that, but it's just a shame how much Google takes when they're doing that to support you. But never mind. I got the super chat and the super thanks. Well, I got the super chats from lives. They're my main thing. It's definitely a goal of mine to try and get some more super chats through lives, because I really enjoy lives and it just helps me keep going. The super thanks was from one of my lovely members who gave me a super thanks for Christmas, essentially, and that was just lovely. And it's just really lovely knowing that people are doing that because they appreciate you. So there are many, many benefits to doing super chat and super thanks and just having them switched on. But it's just a shame how much of a cut is taken. We're gonna go back and have a look at my videos that have performed the best, and it is very similar to last year. So it is the Egypt hotel tour, the Lanzarote hotel tour, my video talking about my autism assessment and referral, then a Gymshark haul, then a Gymshark haul. On my spreadsheet I have broken down it into categories. This is my 2024. This one isn't as aesthetically pleasing, I'm not gonna lie. Basically I did it so that pink meant long form and grey meant shorts, and then the majority of the stuff apart from views is long form, so it's all pink. But this is the table that I did talking about the different categories of videos. If I order the categories by the most earning, you can see that travel has popped to the top. But if I change it to the most amount of subscribers, travel's about halfway down the list, and then watch time, it's further down the list. But revenue, it is the top of the list. And that is basically meaning that advertisers are wanting to put adverts on travel content more, like that's earning more money. And then if we go down the list, you can see it then goes vlog, sit down, hauls, and autism content. There's a little bit of like a conversation to be had here about this, because it is a little bit like, oh, that's a shame, because my autism content has actually been, if we look at gained subscribers, my autism content has actually been one of the best categories. And even if we look at watch time, it's been the best category. But advertisers don't want to pay to put ads on that type of content. So you do have to think about that in terms of videos. I don't, like, that's not something that comes into my thought process when I'm planning videos. I just do videos that I enjoy, and also videos that gain me the most subscribers right now, because I am trying to grow the channel. But if you want to look at this content, you can see, and if you're wanting to focus on the revenue that you're bringing on, you can see which content is bringing in the most money. Don't just go off like subscribers and watch time, because they don't mean that it's bringing in the most amount of money. And I think that's all I can say about revenue. I will go through some of the other stats like subscribers and views, and then I'll talk about the plan for the year and how I'm going to try and increase that. So overall, you can see that the published content, I did 133 shorts, 99 videos, and 13 live streams. My shorts, I increased my shorts massively this year. I think for last year I did about 8. This year I did 133. It's probably not even as much as I wanted. I wanted to do more than that. But I'm not gonna lie, shorts aren't my favourite thing. I did not like the restriction of YouTube only allowing for 1 minute shorts. They have literally just yesterday rolled out the 3-minute feature to everybody, because it's been a bit of a bumpy ride getting in everybody 3-minute shorts and putting them in the right places, like on the shorts feed rather than just on my long form content page. But yesterday I checked and it is working, so I might be able to upload a little bit more, because a lot of my content went over a minute, because I'm a chatty girl. I love to chat. And also I just feel like when you're doing things like vlogs and shorts, 1 minute is such a short amount of time. So I really struggled this year with trying to keep them under a minute. I made a lot of content over on TikTok, and I did more on there because I had a bit more freedom, because you can go up to 10 minutes on there. But 133 is definitely better than the year before, so I'm pleased with that. Live streams only 13, but again, better than the year before. And then we can see subscribers. So 1.1k came from videos, 210 came from shorts, and 62 came from live streams. And then views, you can see the percentage. I get 52% of my views from videos, 45% of my views from shorts, and then 2% from live streams. I'm not mad at this split. I understand it, so I'm not too bad. I'm very pleased that a lot of my subscribers are coming from videos, because that's what I want to focus on. That's how I want to grow my channel rather than shorts. But shorts have definitely helped. Like, I think last year I was telling myself I needed to do shorts because then YouTube would push me to more people, and I do think that has had an impact. I can't say for sure, because obviously they're not going to say that, but I do think even just doing more shorts more consistently has shown my long form content to more people. That, and also I have upped the quality of my videos, I would say. I'm always open to feedback though, so if you don't agree, please let me know. But I would say I have upped my quality, so that has helped. I have had a few videos that went quite well in April, because I got like 250 subscribers, so let me show you which ones they were. So the big videos that I've had this year for subscribers have been my autism assessment and referral video, and then also a video that I did in April talking about how I've been creating content for 5 years, and it hasn't really been successful, and I had a really good response to that, and I got 73 subscribers. I am a little bit confused with that one, because it did so well, and I'm so grateful that it did well. I got 73 subscribers from it very, very quickly, but it felt a little bit counterintuitive because it did pop off quite quickly, but then it stalled at 2.5k views. It felt like I got those 2.5k views in a few days, and then YouTube just stopped pushing it. So I have a bit of a conflict with that video, where I'm a bit like, oh amazing, it did really well, but then also YouTube decided to just stop showing it to people. But it's the way it goes, unfortunately. I do actually feel like I had a good click-through rate and everything with it as well, and watch time. And if people were subscribing from it, that means that I had a good engagement rate with it, but there's nothing you can do. Another video that performed quite well was doing 10 autism symptoms in women. I feel like that was quite a good like keywordy video. I was worried that one was going to be like rehashing content that a lot of people do, but people liked it. And then obviously we have the normal big hitters, the Gymshark videos, the Buy and the Caravan videos, and then a few autistic day in the life videos did quite well as well. But then if we order it by views, you can see shorts is the thing that is helping with the view count. And then underneath that, we'll see like the travel content starting to peek through. So there's definitely different videos doing well in different categories, but I'm fine with that. I understand why people might not subscribe to me if they're looking at hotel reviews, because that's not my content I can do all the time, because obviously they're very expensive. And we were looking the other day, and the overall amount I've ever made for travel content my entire time on YouTube is actually about £500–600, and that's not even what half of one of our usual holidays costs, so it's definitely not a good ROI, but I still love to make them, and I like having that like resource for people, so I can understand why people don't subscribe to me from that. But I'm glad they're still getting views and they're still making a good amount of revenue for my channel. Last piece of little information that I find interesting is how viewers find your videos, and the majority of them are coming from YouTube search or browse features. Browse features has went up this year for me. It didn't used to be that much. It used to be YouTube search was my big amount. So it's good. YouTube seems to be recommending me more than it used to, and I do feel like that is down to me doing shorts a bit more. Then it's channel pages, suggested videos, and then playlists. Browse features, you can't really find out what they are, but I just know that YouTube is recommending my stuff, and that's good enough for me. If we look at YouTube search, you can see it's the travel content that people are searching for and finding me for. And then external, it's again Google search, that's probably people searching the hotels. Suggested videos, they're normally my own videos. And then playlist, the majority of them are my videos or just spam ones that I've been added to. But that is it, I think, in terms of all of the stats that I want to go over. So overall, it has definitely been a good year. It is up to you whether you think that is worth it for a small channel. I don't do any brand deals. Hopefully that is changing soon, but I haven't done any brand deals this year. So this is talking about revenue just from YouTube ads. Obviously a lot of time goes into these like videos and shorts and things like that, so it's just adding up whether you think the amount of time and effort that's going into it is worth that amount of money back. The things that I'm going to do going forward into this year is I'm going to start reaching out to brands, because I think for me this amount of money isn't worth it for how much work goes into the videos and how much prep and time and effort. I think it would be different if I was working alongside this, but as I am a disabled person, it just isn't really an option. So I think going forward, I am going to start contacting brands to see if they want to work with me. We're going to keep our fingers crossed that that'll happen. I am going to keep memberships going because I love it. I really like having that little community, and we're going to experiment a little bit about what to do with level 2 members, whether the live stream work or whether we could do like a bit of a group chat, things like that. I think for the next month, because I have mentioned in another video, my game plan for YouTube is that I am going to try and make this channel. I am basically giving myself the month of January to try and make this channel feasible for me. So I think because I'm only giving myself kind of like a month, I'm going to focus on doing videos that might bring more people in, are really like big keywords that people are searching for. Obviously I can't do a hotel tour, but other things, maybe some ones that I know, maybe I'll do like prioritize having one video a month that is going to do well revenue wise, or just maybe keeping that in mind. But I think it's different if it's like a long-term thing. Like last year I couldn't feasibly do keyword videos every single video. I had to do ones that I knew my subscribers enjoyed or that I enjoyed. So there's got to be that balance there. But I think for me, because I'm only giving myself like another month, I am going to really push to do like keyword videos and also reaching out to brands and trying to provide some value to them and to show my subscribers products that I really like using. But I definitely think memberships have been incredible, and I would recommend turning them on. Even if you don't push them, I don't push mine hard, so just having them on is definitely a benefit. Mentioning super chat and super thanks so you subscribers know that it's a thing, because they really have helped me, and it means a lot to me when it happens. I tell them how much it means to me when it happens, and just keeping going. That's all you can do. Keep making content that you like, keep improving on your skill in the type of video that you want to do, and hopefully your content will keep on growing. I wish you the best of luck for 2025. I hope this video was really useful. If it was, please make sure to leave the video a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are new. Like I say, I'm giving it one more month, so please give me any engagement you can give. It will help me by talking to those brands, saying this is how much engagement I get, and it will also help YouTube show my channel to other people. So I would appreciate any engagement, but even if you don't do any of that, thank you so much for watching till the end. Best of luck for 2025, and I shall hopefully see you in another video.